Good morning. I know people are saying, what are you doing? It's 7:30 in the morning. Why are you going live now? I wasn't going to go live, but I'm packaging my orders, which you can't see. I pulled my stuff is right here in front of me to start packaging, and I thought I would go live. I have been extremely busy, and I am so sorry I have not been able to come on live. I mean, obviously, I know some of you guys really look forward to my shows. And I look forward to talking to you guys, but I have been just crazy busy. I'm going to get going. I'm going to start packaging as people start to roll in and get the notification that I've gone live. I have some eBay, Facebook, Amazon. I put down in the title I had Etsy, but I got to cancel it because I can't find the item. Hey, good morning, Jen. JRKR 1964 is in the house. Yeah, I went and looked for it because I thought I had it, but I must have sold it. So I'm on the fence right now of maybe shutting down my Etsy store and waiting until I can double check that what's listed is in stock. I've had to cancel too many sales lately. And from what I understand, they don't really they won't deactivate your account like they do on eBay or put you like below standard, but they do change the algorithm based upon your cancellations. Hey, good morning, Sandy. Ready, steady, sells. And it's a mouthful for me in the morning. And my mama, Linda Robinson, is here. Good morning, Mom. I have to place your order still for you. I was going to do that before I went live. Time got away and I forgot. But speaking of Mom, look, I sold a tier tray set. So it's this, what they call faux books, which, by the way, these are so hard to find right now, which is what I got to order for her. A candle that matches this. Oh, you can't see, but it's there in front of me. This string of garland. So tier trays are so popular right now. And then this little thing right here, which I got to take the price tag off the back. So what we do is we make these. Some of them are, she makes more than I do. I haven't had time to do anything. And some of them are things like this was purchased, but this was made and this was made. So we mix things that are half made, half purchased. Sometimes they're all made, mix and match them together and put them together as a set. For a while, we were selling things individually, but after fees and shipping, there just wasn't much income. So in the long run, you're really better off grouping stuff together and then selling them. But all right, I'm going to package those. I'm hoping they'll go in my 7x7x6 box. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be for end up being priority because of the candles heavy. But I sold it on Facebook. Let me create the label. I'm almost positive I did priority here. Create the label. Got stuff in front of my monitor, so it's hard for me to see. So today, I'm early today because like I said, well, for those you weren't around, but I wasn't planning on going live today. I have a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, I did do priority, but I have somebody coming around 10 to pick up something from my garage sale. I'm having a garage sale this weekend with my mom. And then I have an appointment to go look at a motorhome. My husband and I are looking at buying a Class C RV. So we're going to go look at that. And then I'm hoping to get some stuff listed today. I really want to take some pictures, but I need to go to the bank and get change for the garage sale that starts tomorrow. Most garage sales around here a lot of them start on Thursday, but I decided not to do that. Yesterday I was in Vermont all day. I've just been so busy. So my in-laws have been looking for a house over here. And they put an offer in on Monday, which was why I ended up having to cancel Monday's show, was they had a house showing at 9. And of course, I really wanted to be there with them, which I think is really probably a positive thing that I'm there because I'll see things. We have bought and sold. Well, this is our 4th house, and this will only be their 2nd house. So they've never sold a house before. They've only purchased one house. That's it. And so I wanted to be there with them. And so I had to cancel my show. They put an offer in as soon as we left that house. They decided, yep, we want this one. And it got accepted. So they are moving over here, which I am so excited. They're moving from Vermont to New York. And it's a log home, but it's got a first floor master and bath and laundry and all that. And it's going to be great for them. Good morning, Anissa. Hey, did you get that True Gather thing figured out? I sent you a message. I don't know if you replied yet. I haven't checked my messages. And I'm sorry it took me so long between messages yesterday talking to Anissa. But I was traveling to Vermont, and I'm the driver. So I don't have the ability to text and even check to see if I have a message until I stop. And we had lunch, or not lunch, actually. Well, I guess it was my son's dinner. He works the night shift, but we had breakfast with him. So I kept my phone away and really focused on him. So I kind of felt bad, but I thought, oh, hopefully she remembers I was going to Vermont today. All right, so I got to package this stuff up. So for those who came in late, I'm packaging up some tier tray stuff I sold on Facebook, this stuff. So what I've been doing, well, somebody said the other day, so a lot of times people will get these and they'll be crushed, and then people have been complaining, if you can imagine. You can put like toilet paper rolls, you cut slits of them and you put them in here, and that way they stay full. I haven't been doing that, but maybe I need to start saving my toilet paper rolls for that. That way nobody complains. Nobody complains, but I wanted to turn it upside down and actually fill it. You're my go-to with shipping questions. Okay. Well, I apologize that I wasn't as available yesterday. Okay, I think I'm going to put these string of garland. Such a pretty combo. I'm going to put this in the inside. I need to get a few of these together because my mother-in-law would like to buy some of these from me. It's not nice. I love when people have gifts and they think of you to get their gift from. I like that. Okay, I'm going to stick just that on the inside and put this around. So on our trip with my husband, I've got change. Yeah, Mama, I got change too. So I don't worry about counting out yours and all that. I've got quite a few quarters. I'm going to bring quarters, but I do need to get dollars and $5. I think I'm just going to do $1 and $5. So if somebody pays me with a 20 and they need $18 back, I'm going to give them 3 5s. I'm not going to bother with 10s. So I was, so with my husband, when we were traveling, I think I mentioned this maybe last week, we saw so many RVs that were pulling Jeeps. And we'd been talking about getting a camper. Gosh, we've been talking for so long, years and years, about getting another camper. We used to have a camper, but we ended up getting rid of it. It was just a pop-up camper. But the kids, as they grew up, they didn't fit where they could sleep anymore. So they would have to sleep in a tent, and they didn't really like that. Plus, their lives got busy, and we ended up getting rid of that, and we never got anything again. We used to, once in a while, we would like rent a camp at campgrounds and stuff like that, like the cabins. So we've always kind of had it in the back of our mind that we wanted to get another camper. But every time we would say, how many times would we use it? And with a camper, my husband's Jeep can only pull 2,000 pounds, which is not a very big camper. It's literally only like the bed portion of a camper. And they make campers like that, which is just your bed. You crawl in, there's 2 little doors on the side. You crawl in, you're literally in a bed. That's all that's really in it. And so we're like, well, we would have to get a truck to pull a camper. And then we're like, well, what if we did an RV? What if we did a motorhome, like something people drive? And we don't really want one of those really big ones. It's just the 2 of us, very basic. So now we're looking at just getting one of those. So we can't afford a new one, right? The new ones are like $150,000. And which I got to tell you a story after this. So funny. Kids' perspective of things. And we decided that we would get one. We were looking at like 2006s, but this one is a 2003. So it's pretty old, but it's got really low mileage. Been watching a lot of videos on what to look for. Hey, good morning, Lisa, and stuff like that. So we're going to go take a look at that today. Oh, shoot. I forgot to take the price off from this one. Hold on. I hate when I do that. So let me tell you a funny story. So my daughter's best friend from high school. So my daughter is 29. She's 29. I think she's 29. I think she's 29. So she, hold on, I gotta find my little knife here. So her girlfriend from high school, her best friend from high school, moved to Kentucky. And right after college, she moved to Kentucky. She met a boy in college, and he got a job in Kentucky, and she followed him. And we're from Vermont. And he got a job in California, and she decided not to move with him. So I don't really want to go into their details, but she moved back. And it has been so refreshing having her around again. She hasn't been around for quite a few years. It's been, I mean, they're 29. So however many years that would be, right? Getting out of college at probably 21. And so she was over visiting us for the first time. And she's like, oh my gosh, I love your house. She's like talking about all this stuff. And she goes, you guys, well, number one, it's kind of sad, but I'm glad that we're the ones who feel that way. But she goes, you and your husband, you and Tony are the only couple that I know that's been married the longest. Isn't that crazy when you become that person? When you're with a couple, somebody's been married the longest. Her parents are divorced. I think her like aunts and uncles and stuff are divorced. And then she goes, growing up, I used to love going to your house because I thought you guys were so rich. We lived in a 3-bedroom cape, and it was a small, Mom is in here, so she'll tell you, it was not a big cape. It was not big at all. And she goes, but you guys this is why she thought we were rich. We had a pepper grinder that my husband bought that when you push the button to grind the peppercorns, a light came on your food. She goes, I always thought you were rich because you had a light on your pepper grinder. Isn't that funny that kids would think that? But so, yeah, it was a great visit with her. She was here this weekend. Since we've been home, oh no, it's not going to fit in this box. Oh, sugar pie. I was really hoping it was fit in this 7x7x6. I could do the shoebox. I don't care for the shoebox. Anybody in the thrifting board, I was in there, I think it was last week, and there was a conversation about shipping breakables, and somebody said about the shoebox. They use the shoebox for something. And I said, I don't like the shoebox because I use the shoebox for non-breakables, but this box is thin. It's a lot thinner than this box. I don't know if you can tell. All right. Hold on. So see this one. See, I can see the corrugated, but look at this one. See how you can't really see it? It's thin. It's a much thinner cardboard. So I had made a comment. I don't like to use these. Hey, good morning, Thomas. I don't like to use these boxes because of the thinness of it. And I got in it with Jason T. Smith. He owns the thrifting board. Excuse me. He says he ships with these all the time. He just knows how to package them, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, listen, I know how to package. I'm trying to think if I've ever had anything break. You guys watch me. I don't think I've ever had anything break. I bubble wrap the crap out of stuff. But I'm also smart with what I'm going to use to put stuff in. So I'm not going to use a thin box if I have a very fragile item. So if I was shipping a teacup, I would never put it in this box. It's too fragile. So I think the stuff I have might be okay because they're wooden. Like this is wooden, but it's still fragile because it could be crushed. But I think it would be okay in this. And then I got the candle, which is breakable, of course, but it's a thicker, like a heavier candle. So I think it'll be okay. I'm just going to have to put another thing of bubble wrap on it. But I'm going to try it in here and see. I have had a tickle in my throat now for like 2 weeks now. I cannot seem to, I mean, it goes away, but it comes back. It's almost daily. I've been dealing with a tickly throat. I think it might be allergies. I don't know. But it always seems to come when I'm in public. That's when it hits. When I'm in an area where someone's going to be like, she's got COVID. And I'm like, no, just got a tickle in my throat. I was at a garage sale and I left the garage sale. I walked over to my car just to get a drink because I didn't want to start coughing in the garage this past weekend. And I'm like, I cannot seem to get rid of this tickle every day. It attacks me. Okay, so I just bubble wrap this some more because I think, well, not that I think, but I know it needs it. I'm going to tape it though. I'm going to tape it. Yeah, so I'm so excited to have my daughter's friend around. Of course, they still live 3 hours from me, but just I'm excited for my daughter that she has her around again. My daughter seems to have forgotten a lot of her childhood and what life was like and the things that she did. We were sharing stories and she's like, I don't remember that. I think she must have my sister's. I have a middle sister and she's got a really, really bad memory of so much stuff. Like in high school, she can't remember hardly anything from high school. It's kind of too bad because I love reminiscing and a lot of times she just doesn't know. She can't remember. But my sister's or my daughter's like that. She can't remember a lot of stuff from high school. All right. Put some extra bubble wrap. I think, you know what? I got that bag of air bubbles. I wonder what I did with that. I think they're ones my mama gave me. Okay, so this fits. And then it came with this. And I'm going to put that. I think I'll wrap that in tissue. Oh, I have that. I got a sheet of foam. I think that's what it's called. I got some foam over here. So you guys are up early today. Are you all working right now? It is early. I know. My poor West Coasters. I've been talking about going on later so they can join us. And here I go on even earlier. And I know I'm competing with other people that have a morning show. But I wanted to come on with you guys. And I have to get this done because I got that lady coming at 10. And then it's been raining here. And it calls for rain on 2. We're supposed to go look at that house at 2. So I'm going to see if there's any chance we can go look at it earlier. Not the house. I guess it's a house. House on wheels. Working on my coffee. I didn't have any coffee today. We ran out of creamer. I just cut that so crooked. So instead of using more bubble wrap or air bubbles, I've been cutting my boxes down a lot more lately. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but a lot of my boxes I've been cutting down. All of my canning lid boxes I cut down, which by the way, I really need to reevaluate my price. My regular canning lids have been sitting here. I probably need to lower my price. And sometimes it's literally just lowering the price by sometimes like a quarter, and it's enough to get me into the buy box. But I haven't sold any since I've been back I sold some the first time I listed them, but then somebody must have jumped on lower than me and knocked me out, and I haven't been back in the buy box. But I haven't been lowering the price or even really evaluating it because I have been so busy. So I was telling my husband yesterday that it's been over a month since I've listed anything on any platform. Today I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 orders going out. And I have done no listings in over a month on anything. And every platform is giving me sales except for, Poshmark had a sale. I had to cancel it. I've got to do inventory. Good morning, Laura. I have been so crazy busy that I'm shipping stuff without taking it down from the other platforms. I haven't logged into Vendoo or List Perfectly. If anybody watched my video on those two, you'll know why I've used both of them. I haven't logged into either of them since I've been back, and I've been back now for, today's Thursday, right? Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. No. Did I get back on Thursday? No. My husband had his heart attack on Thursday. Have I only been back a week? No, I've been back 2 weeks. I've been back 2 weeks. My gosh, that went by really fast. Well, whatever. However long I've been back from my vacation. So wait a minute. If I've been back 2 weeks, so yes, it's been 3 weeks since his heart attack. So he's got another week to go. So he had his VA appointment yesterday and met with a cardiologist, and they gave him the thumbs up that things look good. And they reiterated what the local hospital said when my husband went in, that all of his test numbers of his blood tests and all that show that he had extremely, almost zero damage to his heart from his heart attack. So that is such good news. All right. Oh, I forgot to put in a business card. How can I slide one of them in? I hate when I do that. You know, I know what I'll do. I don't know if I got... Where did I put them? Hold on. I'm going to go look for something. Oh, maybe I have some in here. Let me see first. And then I'll go look if I don't. I got half of one. I will use this one. I got these from the post office. And then I'm going to stick a business card in behind the thing. They might not even see it, but... All right. 1.7. So when I sell anything that's homemade like this, I like to... Oh my God. I'm telling you. I had a dream last night that I flipped my car. And when I got out of the car, I told the people, I'm like, I'm okay. I'm like, I'm just really stressed. I got too much stuff going on. So I just closed the label. I never printed it. I got so much stuff. I'm so stressed. Good morning, Craig. So it is very good news. You're right, Lisa, Thomas, Laura, thank you. Yeah, it is great news that his heart looks great. All right, I'm not putting in a business card because I just forgot and I pulled this off from the... So normally when I use these, as I'll take it when it's still on the sticky and I'll put it in here instead. And then I'll put so for a while I was doing with Amazon, I didn't realize that you didn't have to include a packing slip. For some reason, I thought I read where you had to do a packing slip when you do FBM. So a lot of times I would be like, oh no, I forgot to put the packing slip. So I would use those and I'd put the label inside it and then stick it here in the front and then put the packing slip inside. And I would print with my Dymo 450 a little label that said packing slip enclosed and put it on top of the thing. So yeah. But I don't do that now because they said I didn't need to. Somebody said it and I checked and I couldn't find it again where it said you needed to have a packing slip. So because I was going to prove them wrong, but I couldn't prove it. Tape on the box. I could do that. You know what? You're right, Mom. Why? I could just tape it because it doesn't really have any information. Maybe the post person delivering it would like it. Hold on. Yeah, I'll post it. I'll just tape it on the box because then the post office, the person delivering might be like, oh, that's pretty cool. Wonder what that is. Two Birds Home Decor. Might be given away with what's in the box, but how is that any different than if you got something from Michael's? They'll be like, oh, she got some craft supplies. I put a return address. Here, look. There, I taped it to the box. We'll try that. You're so smart, Mom. Okay. That's one Facebook. And then I have Ray Dunn. So somebody, oh my gosh, I've been getting so many lowball offers on Facebook lately. You want to see something funny? I was going to do a screen capture and put this on Instagram. Let me pull up Face Marketplace. All right, where is this? It wasn't that one. I may have to, okay. Okay, so I'm selling a bowl. It's a Row Pottery Works blue pine cone rustic serving dish that's 12 inches across. You can't see the picture of it, but here's the chat. The person says, I will pay. So up here, look at, says, I'm sorry, it's not coming in, but it says it's a $20 item. And it says, I will pay $10. I replied, I'll take 20. And they said 20 for the bowl with shipping included. No, the price is firm. It's a very heavy piece and shipping is separate. They said, okay. I've had no patience. I am stressed. I've got too much stuff going on. And I'm just like, I don't, when you're listing things on Facebook, it gives you the option of allowing offers. I don't allow offers because my prices most of the time are already lower than eBay prices because just the fees and stuff are cheaper. And yeah, I'm like, no. Hold on. I just got a message. Should be to you closer to 9:30. Okay. So good. Now that lady's coming at 9:30. So somebody sent me an offer on these Ray Dunn salt and pepper shakers, and I declined it. I was like, no, I got my price is what it is. So I paid $6 for these, and I sold them for $19. And everybody pays shipping on, unless it's a promotion. I don't ever cover the shipping on Facebook. This was a Facebook sale. But you know what? I've had these since last fall. And I think I sold a couple last fall. And then I think I have 2 left. So I have 1 left now after this one. Right, I'm just going to leave that sticker on the bottom. I'm not dealing with it. It's a Facebook sale. I bet you this would fit in my 4. I got one already made up, which is what I saw. Let's see. I might have to go sideways with you. Oh, yes. Let's see if you're going to go priority or first class. Oh, I already printed the label. I already did the label. Let's see what I charged them. Let's see. Got to find the links. Well, it's only 11 ounces, but I got to bubble wrap it. So how have you guys been doing? So at this point, I'm like, okay, I haven't listed anything new in over a month. The only thing I've been doing with my business literally is just packing up orders as things have sold, as I put my stores back on from vacation mode. I do want to look and see at probably like the month mark. I'm probably going to do a video and just say, hey, goodbye, Ma. See you later. To just say how things progressed after I took myself off from the vacation mode or the time away, whatever they call it. So first class up to 15.9999999. So good. I'm good with that. Yeah, so just to see how long did it take for sales to start rolling in again. And then what I'll do is as I start listing, I will say, okay, and now I've added listing back in. How are my sales doing? So we'll kind of see how things are progressing. So I got my garage sale starting tomorrow. I've been busy with that. Been busy with helping my in-laws find a house. Now next week, I'm probably not going to get things back to normal next week because my in-laws now have to sell their house in Vermont. And they're meeting on Friday with their realtor on getting it listed. And I'll probably be over there helping them pack with a U-Haul. They're 82 and 80 years old. So I'll be helping them. It's just my husband and a brother that they had for kids. And, so we'll be jumping in to help. And yeah, so I will probably not be getting life back to normal for another couple weeks. And then hopefully, even by then, it won't be fully normal. When they move in here, which I don't even know when they're going to be like closing and moving, right? They still got to sell their house there. But I'm trying to think, I think this will fit. This is really tight. I think it's going to be okay because it's in that packaging. I think it'll be all right. I hope so. I usually take extra precaution with breakable stuff, but I think it might be okay. See, it's like popping up a little bit, like right here. But it's the packaging that's doing that. But I think it'll be all right. I'll tell you guys if it's not. If the person says, hey, I got it and it was broken. Because it's going first class. So self-insured with first class. Okay, there's that. I got all my bags are in the car too. I can't even put my stuff in a bag. All right. What else did we sell? I sold something and I had to cancel it. I didn't have to cancel. The person has to cancel. But I have my handling time on 3 days now because I've just been busy. And I didn't end up getting it out. I think it's probably why they canceled. They probably found something else. So that was to my fault. If I would have shipped it in a timely manner, it wouldn't have been canceled. They probably found it elsewhere. But I have a t-shirt, a Hurley t-shirt that I sold for only $7. But I have had this baby listed on eBay for probably 5 years. Did you want to see what it is? And I sold it for $7 on Facebook, plus shipping, of course. They had offered me, I think, $5. And then I said no. And then they said, I think they said $10, including shipping. And I said, well, I'll lower it to $7, and then you still have to pay shipping, which was $3 something. So they got it for, I think, $10.75 maybe, because it was in the lower level of shipping. I think it was. Let's see what it was. I've got to package this item that keeps blocking my view of my screen. So how many of you are going to the Nashville reseller meetup? If you're watching the replay, which I know quite a few people watch my replay, put it in the description down below or the comments there if you're going. We are not going, which I haven't told my mom. She just signed off. I have not told her officially, though. I'm not going to Nashville. After my last trip, with everything going on, especially now that my in-laws are moving, it's just too crazy for me. Plus, I gotta say, honestly, the thought of driving that trip, it's a long drive with somebody else in the car with you. And yeah, I decided it just probably wasn't going to work out. I think that might be too long. Mom and I usually do good for 2, maybe 3 days tops together, but a whole week would be too much for us. What do you think, Mom? I don't know if you've left. I know you said you were leaving, but sometimes, I say sometimes I'm leaving and then I'm still around like 5 minutes later. But I just think it's too much for us. Okay, so then I sold a zombie. Stop. I'm just going to knock something over. Wait till you see something else I sold. I am so glad to get this stuff out of here. Okay, this is really big. It's long. So I sold this Nerf gun. It is a Nerf Zombie Strike Sledge Fire Shotgun Blaster. There you go. With no ammo. I should make sure that this did say no ammo in the listing, because I know I have some ammo for some of them. Let me make sure this was one that... it is so warm here. Like literally sweat is making my glasses slip down. It's been in the 90s. It was 92 yesterday. It's humid. Humid. All right. It does not say no ammo, which is kind of interesting because I thought I put that in all of the... Make sure I don't show any pictures. Oh, it just comes with this cartridge. It only comes with one of them. Okay, yep, that's all I show. All right, so this bad boy. I sold one of these, not this specific one, but one very similar. How did I package that? Last week I had a Nerf gun. They're finally going, which I bought a huge amount of them for like $20 on Facebook Marketplace, and I had this huge box of them. Huge box. Oh, maybe this would fit. Let me see if it'll fit in a shoebox. I could put it in 2 shoeboxes. Will you fit? Can I freaking box ya? Oh, yeah. There we go. I found what I'm going to use. I'm going to use this. I'll use this. So nobody's planning on going to Nashville? I'm kind of bummed. I'm kind of bummed in some way because I was really looking forward to going and meeting some people. I really wanted to go to eBay Open. Did anybody sit in on the sessions last week for eBay Open? Or was it last week or the week before? Last week? Life got busy. I didn't do it. And I know they're up on eBay. I've watched a couple of them. I was watching the one. All right. So I really want to do a YouTube series and talk about it. Follow along with me on Pinterest. I want to start using Pinterest more because I have heard more and more people that are using Pinterest and how successful it is, especially if you sell stuff targeted towards ladies. That seems to be doing really well. So I feel like my tier tray stuff could do really good on Pinterest. So it was Kathy Terrell. I think that's her last name, Kathy Terrell. She's a Facebook friend of mine. She runs a group, I love to be selling, or I love selling, or something like that on Facebook. I think she even sells like a book or something on eBay. But she did that class. It was on social media. And one of the things she really talked about, which I think is so true, is that you just get yourself on a social media platform, find out which one works best for you and your products, and focus on that one. Like, don't spread yourself thin. Like, I do Instagram every now and then, but I don't feel like Instagram is the marketplace for a lot of the stuff I sell. I don't feel like it's the place for me to spend my time in promoting it. But I think Pinterest might work. So I'm going to try that at some point. I don't know when, because I have been so busy. No Nashville trip this year. Oh, you're not going to go, Laura? Now I'm really glad I didn't go because I thought you were probably the only one who might have ended up being there. I think you're the only one who said you might, that it was a possibility that you would drive up. Because you're only like an hour or so from Nashville, so you could have driven up just to say hi. And I think some people were going to do that. Well, then I was watching Scott the Bearded Picker. He's going to Las Vegas because Katie and Vicky are putting on, they run the Boss group on Facebook, and they have a YouTube channel, and they're putting on almost like an eBay Open, but not by eBay. But eBay will be there, but they're not running it. These ladies and Teresa Cox are running it. Okay. I'm going to put some more on the ends. I think I'll wrap all the way around it now. Remember, I'm Frankenboxing. Did I even tape my box yet? Yeah, I did. So they're going to the one in Las Vegas in October. That would probably be a good one to go to. But I was looking at the people that are presenting, and I just feel like it's nothing I would really learn. It would just be for the networking. And, I might learn something, but I probably wouldn't do anything with it. I feel like that's kind of one of the things I decided. Like, I've been talking a lot about, I've been taking some of those free classes on like I signed up on some Facebook classes, and they're just on reselling. And I was going to create my own planner to print for resellers, and it was all this stuff. And then I decided I'm just too busy. I can't keep putting my hand into so many pots. I'm so busy. I would have gone to meet you. Oh, Laura, that would have been so nice. I would have loved to have met you. But, I am really a shy person in real life. So I'm like, it was kind of stressing me a little bit. Thinking about meeting people and talking to people. And I don't know. I'm just not a big small talker. I think we probably would have been okay, but it kind of makes me nervous. But it's just so nice to be able to put like real faces to names and personalities. And you hear about all these people that make these relationships with other people. And a lot of them are from like going to like eBay Open and stuff. And they carry on those relationships afterwards. And that would be really nice. And I know I have that with a few of you. Like Anissa, she reached out to me yesterday with a question. And I kind of like that. I feel bad when I can't reply right away, though. But I probably should have been better at saying, "Oh, I'm traveling today. I'll answer you as soon as I can." But even then, I can't say that when I'm traveling because I'm driving. Hey, good morning, Tio. How are you doing? Oh, I haven't seen you the last few times I've gone live. Probably because you were sleeping. And you're up early right now. It's like 5 o'clock there. Mina, good morning. Hi, Tamara. How often do you attend trade shows? Do you think it's worth it? So just so you know, I have not attended any reselling type show. By the way, this is what I'm working on for those popping in late. I sold a Nerf gun. I got to Frankenbox it. So I have attended like a wholesale show. What are they called? I can't even think of what they're called. But I've attended one of those, so you can go and source and find maybe some new places to order stuff from. I went to one locally here in Syracuse, locally 3 hours away. And just before COVID hit, actually, we got home, and I think it was like a week later, things shut down. And I thought, oh my gosh, we were literally just at that, walking around without a mask or anything. And what does that all mean? Were we exposed to COVID? Of course, because things have changed since then. So I don't think that now when I do things. I think I might do. I might cut this. No, I'm just going to slide it over. I bet just not. Let me weigh it. If it's going to change it, if I need to cut off like a couple ounces, then I'm going to cut it. No, I won't cut off 5 ounces. And it's at 2 pounds, 6 ounces. So I'm just going to do this. And I also, before I owned this business, I owned another business a long time ago. It was a gift basket business. And I went to a trade show in Boston for one of those one time and got some new accounts for that. But yeah, so that's the only one I've ever really been to. I register for a lot because you know what? A tip if you're looking for wholesale companies, register for those trade shows. Just don't go to them. You'll get all of the information of who's going to be presenting, and there's your contacts to start making that relationship for anybody you want to order from. That's what I did with ASD, and I got some. I think I'm at the top right there, and I got some from ASD, which is happening, I think, this month in Vegas, but I'm not going to that. Hey, good morning, Stitcha. I love your show. Perfect networking for me. Glad your hubby is doing good. He is doing good. I am so happy he got another good review yesterday. So, oh my God, you guys want to hear something? If you don't, mute you, but it won't matter. It's not gross. Hey, good morning, Myra, buying space. So my husband was on a statin. He has hereditary high cholesterol. It's like really high. His triglycerides are like 500-600. It's really high. And he's done so many diets to get it down. It does not go down. It goes down just a smidgen, but it's definitely from hereditary. And he has taken statins, and he's allergic to, we say allergic because he has an adverse reaction to the statin. So a statin is like, what's the one you hear all the time? I just drew a blank on it. I'm actually taking it because of my family history of strokes. I've got very good cholesterol. My cholesterol is 160, by the way, my combined cholesterol. And so he ended up getting, so he was on this medicine, and it really wasn't even working. But they did blood test, and I think I mentioned this to you guys before, that his muscle enzyme was really bad. Like They check your muscles because one of the side effects of a statin is that it eats your muscles. And normally, I think my husband was telling me this yesterday, and I probably will get the numbers somewhat wrong, but normally people's numbers are like 100 and something up to like 400. Your like your test results numbers will come around that. And I guess if you're like 500-600, then they take you off the medicine. It's usually not really good. And he ended up getting his blood results back. The doctor called him at 9-10 o'clock at night and said, get to the emergency room. His number was 10,000. Like, we never knew his number. His number was 10,000. He goes, you are a prime candidate. So now he's going to have to do these injections. And he said that insurance companies usually will reject it because it's so expensive and they want people to take statins because they're cheaper. And he goes, but you are a prime candidate for this because your number was 10,000. Could you imagine? Usually in the hundreds. Okay. This is like not. Ooh. I pushed too hard. I crushed the bottom in a little bit. Whoops. Okay. I wanted to. It looks lopsided, and I don't like the lopsidedness. Not that it's going to make a difference in it, but I'm going to tape this now. So same here. I take fish oil and pray. Below 180 is good. Is that at 180 for cholesterol or 180 for your muscle enzyme? Because that's two different things. But yeah, his muscle enzyme, 10,000 should be in like 100. So which explained why the doctor said, get to the emergency room. You know what my husband said? Nah, I'll see you in the morning. But I said, Tony, at the time, I'm like, it's obviously pretty severe if she's saying get to the emergency room. Your triglycerides are at 180. Okay. I don't know what my triglycerides are. I used to have my sheet around here. I don't know. I just know my combined total. I think my triglycerides were like, let's say the average triglyceride is below 180 is good. So mine are probably like 190. Like it's just a smidge above where a good is. But my overall cholesterol is 160, 158, I think, actually. Or something like that. Yeah. So, yes, I'm excited that he is going to be going on some new medicine. I'm hoping that this will work. The doctor at the hospital in Colorado had given him a prescription for a statin. And I was like, no, he cannot have that. I told the nurse when they were going over his medicine. I got there just in time from the hotel room. Remember, I was live with you guys when he called me and he says, they're releasing me. And I went up and I'm like, no, he cannot take statins. My husband didn't even he's like, oh, I remember it gave me muscle aches. I'm like, no, it wasn't just muscle aches. It was bad. Like your doctor was like, get to the emergency room. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, you can't take that. So I didn't go in with my husband yesterday. I sat in the car, but I kind of think I probably should have went in. I don't think he wanted me to go in. I respected his decision. I said, well, you know what? You might wish I was there because you seem to forget stuff. All right, I'm still taping this box. The life and times of Tamara and Tony, right? You don't just get reselling here. You get health tips, or I should say not health tips, but I don't give obviously health advice except to go get checked. Speaking of going to get checked, I have a cousin. It's actually one of my husband's cousins who used to be a boyfriend at one time with me. So him and his wife bought an RV and they're going to sell their house and they're going to travel during their retirement. She retired from her job of 30 years at a bank. And she made her husband, who hardly ever went to the doctor, she made him go to the doctors for a checkup before they hit the road and traveled. And they found he had lung cancer. So he's now going through chemotherapy. So if you have not called your doctor and gone to an appointment, and I know right now with COVID, they're still doing a lot of telehealth. But man, if you haven't gone to the doctors in years, really schedule an appointment, get your mammograms, get your normal blood test. All that stuff. You should be getting it checked. Get your colonoscopy. All right. 2.5. Oh, I don't need to weigh it because I already paid the label. This is Facebook. Still on Facebook. My finger, I got to take vitamin E again. My fingernails have been just falling apart. It keeps breaking. This one broke and it's annoying me. All right, this one. Oh, I have up to the 5-pound rate. So I have been overestimating because I was, oh, shit. Excuse the language. Something was on top of my box and messed it up. My printers. Now I got to go fix my printer. All right. My printer, my bunion. Anissa, you need to help me come up with a name for my printer. You said, I can't believe you don't have a name yet. I got to call it something then. Munbian. Okay. I hate when so what happens is these, first of all, they rip really, really easy. And this thing that I got a package, because it's been in my way, I sold, was sitting on top of my printer. And it fell and hit my label as it was printing. And it ended up cutting my label, which was fine. I had to cut it anyhow, which means I got to put a new label in. And it always wastes a label. When you reload it, it wastes a label. All right, that's it for Facebook. Let's see. Let's do Amazon. I should do this one next because it's in my way. But that's not next. All right, so Amazon, we've got this baby. I have sold out. Finally sold out. So I picked up a bunch of these. These are moleskin. They are just notebooks. And I sold, I think this is my 7th one this week. Obviously, somebody must have been ahead of me and finally sold out, and I now got the buy box. So Myra says my bad triglycerides should be under 150. 151 to 199 are borderline high. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I don't remember what mine are, but I do know that my triglycerides were like a little bit above what is the acceptable. But my overall, so you have your LDL and your HDL, and one of them's good and one of them's bad. So my bad one is good. My good one could be better, but it's still okay. So, but I am on a statin. My father had a stroke at 50. My brother had a stroke at 50. So my doctor said, I think we should put you on preventative statin. And I said, okay. Hey, good morning, Charlie. Oh, where was I? Oh, no, it was Doyle. Hey, where's Doyle? He was on Walter Blake's channel yesterday. I think it was yesterday. And I heard Walter say something about Doyle Warehouse. And I'm like, oh, I know Doyle. Although, Charlie, I see you. We hang around in a lot of the same channels. Doyle and Charlie. I see you guys a lot. I feel like I'm always with an old friend when I see people that I know in chats. So these are really good. When I see these, I will pick them up. This is the Star Wars one, but I've picked up Peanuts, and I got Wonder Woman. They haven't sold. Anytime I see a theme, I pick them up because, especially Star Wars, and there was different designs of Star Wars. There are Star Wars diehards who will definitely pick up something like this. And if you don't know what to get your boss, and he's a Star Wars fan, he or she, like, these types of things are perfect gifts for somebody. So I just sold my last one. I paid $7.99 for this and sold it for $24.50 with free shipping. This is Amazon. Hey, good morning, Holly. I was thinking of you earlier, and I was like, Holly's not around. That's because I got weird office hours lately. And I know somebody asked me if I was going to be going last week. They're like, are you going to go? Oh, I think it was over the weekend. They're like, you going to go live on Monday? And I'm like, yep. Yeah, that didn't work. That didn't work. That's why I did my little blippy thing to tell you guys. All right, 12. 13 ounces. Oh, I didn't need, oh, I did. How come sometimes it doesn't remember my weight? I don't know about that. $5.98. Ship this. Going to San Francisco. San Francisco. All right. Oh, and then I sold. Oh my gosh, I've had these for 2 years. So these are the big one. They're from Kohl's. These fleece blankets. These at Christmas time, these were such a big seller. They still might be. I honestly just don't really source Kohl's much anymore. But these blankets were so popular. This print was not, because the picture was horrible. But see that? I pulled them back from Amazon. The picture was so bad that I think it just wasn't good. Hey, goodbye, Myra. We have 9 o'clock. Good hanging out with you. I have, I got to make sure I keep track of the time. I got somebody coming at 9:30. So I pulled these back and threw them up on eBay, and they've sold here and there. Last winter, we sponsored a family for Christmas time, 2 families. And one was an older lady. I don't know if I gave her one of these or not, but the family, I gave them a couple of these because they had some girls. And so it was nice as a gift. I could just pull from my stock. Pretty much what I did when we sponsored a family. And I sold one of these. Can you believe it? I sold one. I should show you guys the listing so you can see what I mean. Oh, you know what? Somebody changed the picture. Somebody updated the photos. It was a horror. It literally was, this was still in the bag. Like it was bagged. And you had a glare on it. And it was really, really, really dark. And almost like a yellowish. And it was like, this is what you saw. This right here. That was it. That was like all you saw. And it was just bad. Now it's actually it's a better picture. 2 pictures. And they're better. Yeah. Somebody changed the pictures. That's probably why it sold. I could have changed the pictures, but they were all in Amazon. And I was like, well, what, I have to pull one back and do it? And then you change the picture. It helps you out, but it doesn't help it. It helps everybody, not just you. What should I send this in? How about just one of these things? Let's see if it fits in that. Oh, no, I don't think that's going to fit. No, that ain't going to fit. So I think we're going to have to box it. Will it fit? Hey, maybe it'll fit in a shoebox. Think I could squeeze that in a shoebox? I'm going to try. I'm going to try and fit that in this right here. And that is much bigger. But I'm going to work my magic if I can. It's a blanket. Some pictures on Amazon. I have some stuff listed that is horrible. I was noticing the other day, I was going through my items, and because I kept selling things that I didn't have in stock on other platforms, and I said I really got to check Amazon. So I went down quickly, and there was something I noticed was suppressed now. And what was the? Let me see the category, because it was a weird. It said something suppression. Let me see. Oh, search suppression. Oh, I've got more than one of those. Search suppressed. Well, that one might be. That's interesting because it says I don't have any in stock. So maybe I've already sold out of it. Let me check merchant. Because it was something, it was merchant. I may have deleted it. May have taken it off. Let me see. Oh no, those are search suppressed. So what does that mean? Search suppressed. I'm going to click on it. Oh, product description is required but not supplied. Oh, so there's no description. So I guess I probably need to go, I feel like I probably updated that at one time and they didn't do it. So I got these cookie cutters. They're 3D cookie cutters. Hey, I'm making this fit. Hey, yeah, jackpot, baby. Holly knows how much I love when things fit in boxes. She usually calls me out on my excitement. I love this. That's good. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to have to go in and put in a description, I guess, for those. Because I still have, I think, 3 of them in stock. Let me see what I got in stock. Let's see what I got in stock. Fix your products. Guess I probably need to do that. Can I tell you guys how frustrated I am with eBay item specifics? Right, that's 2 pounds, 3 ounces. Because I went in and did all my item specifics while I was on my trip in the hotel room. I updated them all. I got home and I had more items that I had to do. And then I logged in like this week and I have like 42 more items that I got to do my item specifics on. What the heck? What the heck, eBay? I thought everything had to be done by July 12th or something like that. And now they're adding even more. They can take their item specifics. And you know where they can put them? Where the sun don't shine. Because I hate them so much. But I do understand why they use them. But I still hate them. It makes listing. Oh, so we were talking about eBay Open. And there was a guy from eBay talking. And one of the things he was saying was something about they want to make this the platform that's the best, the platform of choice for eComm sellers. And I don't know if he almost went to say it or like partly started to say something and then he kind of corrected himself. But it was like he was going to say that it was the easiest platform to list on. And I'm thinking, where are you? Because you are not a reseller if you think it's the easiest platform. But he started to say it and then he kind of corrected himself. I will have to find which section it was and maybe I'll clip it. I don't have to see if I can clip that part. If you know, in YouTube that you can make your YouTube videos where people can take your video and put it into their video. And I was watching a video, it's news related, and I looked down and I thought it was Fox News or Newsmax or something. And I looked down and I realized it wasn't that channel, it was a different channel. They're taking their videos and putting them on their channel and getting like 1 million views. And but you can do that. I have mine so people can't do that. They would have to ask my permission. But I wonder if eBay for Business has that where I can go in and take snippets from their videos. That'd be cool if I could. 14.75. 14.75. Actually, like 5 1/8. I don't round up. Priority mail 8.72. That's not too bad. I can handle that. See you later, alligator. I'm so glad to get rid of these blankets. Because you know what? They were going to go to a family this Christmas. I was going to pull those and give more of those. All right. That was an Amazon sale. I think that was it for Amazon. I just had 2. Wah, wah. 2, right? Isn't that horrible? I still have all those regular size canning jar lids. So Holly says, I only call you a box nerd when you get the UPS boxes. You know, I don't use those very often. They don't fit most things. And they're so thick that they make your weight go up considerably. I can close that. I'm going to close that. I got to keep that Etsy open. I can close. Better keep this Facebook open just in case. I wonder why sometimes Facebook will send me a message when I upload tracking and sometimes it doesn't. It's really weird. Ship your order. Now we're going to go to eBay. Let's see what we did on eBay. So I did do a few eBay earlier. I got 5 more to do now. Let's do this book since it's right here in front of me. I got this book for free. Conversational Spanish Grammar. So I love to look at, if there's like free books in a free box or something, I will grab them if they're nonfiction. Because most of the time the nonfiction ones do, they'll sell eventually. Yeah, not a big seller. $5.99 with free shipping. What the heck? What is that? It's not even worth my time and energy. Not even worth my time. Oh well. I guess it sold. I should have put it into my garage sale in the free box. Will it fit? Will you fit in my bubble mailer? I got to get more of these. These smaller bubble mailers, I have been using a lot of these. I only got like 5 left. And I still have my quarterly coupon to use. So maybe that's what I'll use it for. So I guess free envelope didn't cost me anything. Hey, good morning. Flip it good. Oh my gosh, this is 15.9. But you know what? It's going medium mail. Normally I upgrade them to first class when they're under £1. So I got to put in 15.9. Oh, come on, are you going to let me change you? And I don't even know what these are. 9x7 or something. Let's see. Medium mail is $2.89 for a $6 book I sold. Hey, it's going to Tennessee. $2.89 for medium mail. Otherwise, it would have been $5.42 if I would have upgraded. I'm not upgrading. I would have lost money after my fees. I am not upgrading you. You're going medium mail. All right. That was a wonker of a sale, huh? I sold this train puzzle. So this puzzle, 750 pieces. I got it at Walmart, I'm pretty sure. Back when the puzzles were like still popular a year ago. It was towards the end of their popularity. So I've had this one. It doesn't say. I wish on this screen it would show when you listed it on this one too. It sold for $51.32. It's a weird odd number. I paid $10.97 for it. So let me see. The order value was $54.99. Now that sounds like it. Why does that say I sold it for $51.32? Must be with taxes. That's interesting. With taxes, it would come out to $54.99. But I gotta send it priority. Utah, man. Why do so many people from the West Coast buy from me? It costs too much. Will it fit in this? But then I have to worry about the box getting damaged. The box getting popped in the edges. And I don't think it's going to fit anyhow. I don't think. I think it might. It's going to be really tight. Can I force it in here for $8? But there could be some damage in the box when they get it. What do you think? Force it in for $8. I don't think it won't fit in a. Would it fit in a regional A? How much is a regional A box? $12.27. It is a $54 puzzle. Let's box it. Let's box it. Let's try a regional A box. I don't know if I even have any. I'm going to go check. I'll be right back. I got to figure out how to get out of here. I boxed myself in. Found a bag. I got a bag. I got an IKEA bag. Okay. Put that there for after. Ooh. Alrighty. Well, I do not have any regional A boxes. So, hey, wait a minute. I could use those UPS boxes. They won't be regional rate though. I did grab one of these, but it is going to be bigger. Not much bigger. If I cut it down, because dimensional when you're going to Utah. I wonder if I grab. Let me see. I got some of those UPSs right here. Let me see this one. This one's a little big, so I know I got the size that's one smaller. Let me see if I can grab that one. See if I can find it. I got my foamy stuff here. Oh, it's going to be too small. Okay, I'll show them to you guys anyhow for those who have not been following along from day one. These boxes you can get from the UPS. If you open a business account, you can get these boxes for free. But look at when I close it. Hold on. See, it's not very big. So it's too small for this. That is that box. But then there's these size boxes you can get. But when I close it, this is the size of it. I'm going to try it. Still going to have to cut it down though. But it is a little less wider. I'm going to have to go to other platforms. Yeah, Jill. Hey, good morning, by the way, Jill. Other platforms can save you money because their fees are less. A lot of them have less fees. Poshmark does not have less fees. So Poshmark used to be good because they didn't charge you to list. But now I get so many, like 10,000 listings on eBay that it really doesn't matter. Although even though I pay for a store on eBay, I guess the thing is you won't have to pay for a store on Poshmark. But I'm finding my Poshmark sales are not good. I am debating on staying on Poshmark. Okay, so I'm going to cut this box down. There we go. Gosh, that's such a thick box. Hang on to these because if you ever sold like a postcard or another card or whatever, these are really good to put your item on and protect it from bending. Hey, good morning, Sylvia. Finding box sizes drive me crazy. I learned so much watching you box your items. Well, thank you so much, Sylvia, for that. I appreciate that because last week I was talking about changing up my show, and part of it was going to be not showing you me boxing and shipping stuff as much. For two reasons. One, I wasn't sure if you guys really liked that part of it or if it was just the conversation. So I thought, I could just do conversation. And then the other part of it is, I am a little concerned about some of the stuff that I sell and showing that, like my retail arbitrage items, especially eBay items, because if it's Amazon, I'm not as worried about Amazon, which is funny because a lot of people hide what they sell on Amazon. They don't want people to know their Amazon store or whatever. I don't care because Amazon's force of sales is so high. Like I put canning lids on and they're gone most of the time if you price it right. And with eBay, I give this canning lids on eBay and they'll sit there for ever and ever and ever. So I don't like to really show my retail arbitrage items as much for eBay. So I kind of am been on the fence as we're going into quarter 4. I don't know. If people want to see, they can go to my store and see what I'm selling. I don't hide anything, and my store is always open book. So I think what I might do is there's some things I'm just going to not show you guys as much as anymore, which I talked about it last week. The other stuff I will be, like this type of stuff, I'm a little more open on that, especially when I only have one of something. So there we go. So this was a long tail item, and I think it is nice for especially new people getting started. But I say that I've been selling for 4 years, 5 years now. 5 years? I've been on since 98, but actively came back to selling full time for 5 years now. And I still like to hear of people say, oh, I bought this, but it took 3 years to sell. Like, that's nice, because sometimes people will say this is what sold, but they don't tell you that it sat in their store for a long time. This sat in my store for a year. So will I pick up any more puzzles? Probably not. I went to a garage sale that had so many used puzzles, like hundreds of them, and I didn't buy one of them. Now, I might still pick up some if it had a certain theme, like especially if it was maybe a vintage puzzle with Harry Potter or Star Wars, or those things that people like to collect. Maybe. All right, so 1 pound, 6 ounces. 1 pound, 6 ounces. Hey, this had 2 pounds in here, or 2 pounds, 3 ounces. So, which means it's going to be less than what I thought, because I overestimated how much it was going to weigh. Let's put in the measurements. 10, 8.5, a little over 3. 10, 8, so I'll put in 9. And then it's a little over 3. I'll just put in 3 because my 9 will capture the little extra. So $11.34. So let's see. Should I go and check pirate ship? I'm gonna. Lately, pirate ship has not been cheaper for me versus eBay rates, but I am going to double check it. It's been a while. This is Carolyn going to Highland, Utah. If I could find that sale here. Carolyn. Here we go. And I did 16,1093. 10, 9, 3, 1, 6. Get rates. It is 10.31, and here it's 11.34. It's cheaper. I'm going pirate ship. Buy your label. Buy my label. Print my label. Print. Why do I have to print so many times? All right, so I want to grab one of these. Actually, I'll grab a couple of these. These thingies. These little stickers you get from the post office for free. Just going to stick them on my box since it is going priority. And I used a UPS box, which, by the way, those UPS boxes do not say UPS on them. So let me grab my other one. So Sylvia says, I don't blame you. Yeah. I talked about it last week. If you didn't watch that show, you can go back and watch. And I got a lot of comments from people privately saying, smart move. So I think it is probably going to be a good move for me with some of the stuff. But other stuff I'm definitely going to be showing you guys. Got an IP complaint on hummingbird nectar I bought at Dollar Tree. Really? Wow. Huh. Who is going to fake Dollar Tree stuff? What's up with that? What is up with that? And I don't even think the Dollar Tree receipts show the item, do they? Can you show that, oh, I bought it at Dollar Tree? And I don't know. I saw a lot of vintage, so sometimes they set for a while. Yeah, Charlie, you're a lot. I mean, I got a lot of stuff that just sits, but I'm okay. If you got the space, and I was in a group recently on Facebook, so this is what I do with those things, by the way. When I was in a group lately, and they were talking about things moving or whatever, And I think they were talking about Lavender Clothesline, maybe her channel, or either Crazy Lamp Lady or Lavender Clothesline. One of those two ladies. They were quoting her and how one of them said that something about long tail or whatever. And as long as you got the space. And amen to that. I was like, yes, exactly. If you have the space for it, long tail, nothing wrong with that. Especially now that we don't have to pay listing fees over and over and over again on eBay. You list it, you forget it. And if it sells, wonderful. So that's, I like that. Jill, that is so weird because that hummingbird nectar is on so many listings. I know. I'm finding it really odd that you got that. But I'm not surprised though either. There are some companies out there that protect their stuff so much. And you're like, why? Why? It's hummingbird nectar from the Dollar Tree. So I sold, oh my gosh, I was at a store yesterday and I saw these, but they were in the damaged clearance. Hold on, I gotta pull off my sticker. And they, I was like, bummer that they were, so they're packaged together in a set of 3. And in the store, they were selling 2 of them each individually. So they were selling them for $2 a piece. So 2 times 3 would be $6. I pay $6.99 for the set of 3, but it's already in the set and they're not damaged. But these are good. If you ever see these, they sell really well. They have red and black ones that sell very, very well. This is the brand name, Beef. I don't even know if that's how you say it, but they're just notebooks. And somebody bought some from me on, I think it was Etsy. And so by the way, so when I sell things like this on Etsy, I put them in as a supply, right? I didn't hand make these, so put them as a supply. And somebody said they got some as a gift and they loved them so much. And they were so excited to find them in my Etsy store. And they left me a raving review because of me being able to sell this to them. So I just sold those, and this is on eBay. So that's good. I can grab my eBay bubbles. See, these things are coming in so handy. Not even wrapping them, not doing anything except remove the price. And these sold for $16.88 plus shipping. 9 ounces. I was listening to somebody the other day that were saying that they had listed a bunch of their stuff they had as free shipping. And they took off and they added shipping back on like I've been doing. And they said their sales went up. They were selling more things when they took off shipping or when they took off free shipping. I don't know. I can't say that. My sales have not been that great. My 30-day sales, of course, my store was shut down for almost a month. My 30-day sales are like $300. These are going to Washington, D.C. Suzanne is getting these. Back to orders. I'm in a group and the guy put something about, let me make sure this has both pictures. Hold on. Hold your horses. I think it's only 1 bag though. Please don't say 2 bags because I don't have 2 bags. Okay, yeah, they don't. When did these expire? Ooh, these expired in June. So I was listening to the Bearded Picker the other day, and Steve has been getting a lot of having to take stuff down because of expiration dates. And I think the Beard said he got something too. And I'm like, shoot, I haven't really been doing eBay hasn't taken anything down because of expiration. But I guess they're starting to hammer on health and beauty and food if it's expired. Because it is within their terms of service that you don't sell expired products. It must get to them before it expires. But where do you go when you are looking for something you used to love and you can't find it anymore? You go to eBay. And you don't care if it's expired. Good morning, the Junking Data Girl. Welcome. So, who watched my video last year when I ate these? These were the most disgusting things. The cranberry weren't so bad, but this turkey dinner, they literally have candy corn and it tastes like turkey Green beans, stuffing, hideous, horrible, disgusting. I don't know if they'll sell these again. They were a Walgreens exclusive from Branches or Bronx or however you say it. But yeah, so I sold these. They have expired. I think I lowered their price considerably. I have been putting my expiration dates in my titles because it makes it easier for me if I want to know whether or not I have things that are expiring, because I'll lower the price as it gets close to their expiration. I'll lower it and keep lowering it and lowering it. Hey, good morning, Eric. And in this case, I lowered it. So these were only $6.88, where they were selling for more last year, plus shipping. So they're all in at $12. They're going to regret it. They are just disgusting. Not to mention they're going to be going in the summertime. Hope they don't melt and like become just one great big blob. They're so gross. They're so gross. Ugh. It ended up, if anybody saw Bearded Picker again, he actually ended up watching my video and he ended doing it himself. Him and Harlan did it after watching my video. But yeah, oh gosh, horrible. Horrible. All right, Jill says the IP complaints are so thick on Amazon that I'm afraid to list my Nike items there. I am ungated, but if you get shut down, they keep your inventory and funds. Yeah, you know what? I was listening to Walter Blake earlier, Knock Block or whatever, WBK, from yesterday's show, and that's he was saying the same thing about Nike. So I'm ungated in Nike. I still buy some things. I don't buy very many. I'm not going into the Nike outlet and buying a bunch of stuff, which probably might be better because then I'd be buying it from Nike with a receipt. I'm just still buying them at like TJ Maxx, but I'm very few things I buy. I don't buy very many. I don't source Nike hardly at all. It might be things that yeah, I can't even tell you what I buy from them. Maybe a shirt or something, but yeah, it's very, very little. They're going to regret it. I know these are so bad. They're so bad. But you know what? They're fun if you have a party, challenge somebody. Be like, I challenge you to eat those. All right, let's see. Hopefully I'm almost done because I only got one item left because that lady's coming here at 9:30 and I need to be upstairs to greet her. So I didn't have enough room in my garage sale for everything. I've got like 8 tables and they're full. So I had some bigger items like comforters and stuff that I took pictures of and listed, and people are coming to pick them up. So I sold this. I bought this at a garage sale. I paid $3 at a garage sale for this Briar Hidalgo set. And it is damaged. See, there's like a hole up here. This is cracked. And I put that in the thing that it is broken. Like it's got damage. I sold this for $44 plus shipping. They're all in at $57.98. And I paid $3. Not bad, huh? Not bad at all. I said I was going to ship this in a big 12 by 12 by 8, but I think it might fit in my most popular box of today, the shoebox. Will it fit? Will you fit? Ooh, let's see. So it fits. It's already broken. If I bubbled it, think I should use this? You know what I might do? Those pieces of cardboard I cut, I think I'll put it on the top of this inside and then wrap it in bubble wrap with the cardboard and use this box. Why not? I've got so many blank of these because this keeps pumping some out. And I'm now throwing them away because I'm not holding on to them anymore. So I got, where'd you go, cardboard? Cardboard. See, like this right here. I'm going to put that right here on the top. And what I'll probably do is fold this down. I'm going to cut this. All right. cut this. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look how easy that was. I just barely scored that. Sweet Caroline. Oh, oh, oh. All right, there. That'll protect that a little bit more when I put it in the box because it's going to be right up against. Oh, maybe I'll use some of this. Look it, I got this. I got this stuff. I got like a big, huge piece of it. Somebody must have gotten some furniture and they said, would you like this? And I said, sure, I'll take that. Just give me some pieces. Give me some pieces of foam. Uh-oh. You went crooked on me. You went to crooked on me. All right. Get over there. I gotta stop remembering to throw in my arm because my arm is still hurting me. My tendonitis is still hurting me a lot. The other day, I was in tears again. Tuesday. On Tuesday, I threw something across the room in the garage. It was a big comforter in a bag, and it hurt my arm so much. Made me cry. All right. This won't make it so bulky. So when I put it in that box, it won't be as bulky. But the customer is going to be like, look at the care she took. She was a great seller. She took great care in this already damaged box. So it wouldn't get even more damaged. But you know what? They'll get it and they'll be like, it could get damaged and they may not even realize it got even additional damage because it's already damaged. All right. Where did I put the box? Oh, I didn't even tape it yet. Maybe they're a gag gift, those that turkey stuff. Yes. I only stick with socks and hats for Nike. Yeah. You know, Laura was going to say socks earlier. And then I paused because I was like, well, I wouldn't want to say it and then have somebody go and sell socks and then be like, get an IP complaint. And they say, but Tamara, you said socks. But yeah, I do socks. And like I said, t-shirts. I stay away from the shoes. Of course, I don't have a Nike outlet. And the places that sell Nike around here don't have boxes. Unless I went to like Kohl's or something. Alrighty. Here we go. Here we go again. Do, 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 do. All right. Oh, 15 ounces. 14.9. 15. I could have gotten away with first class. Let's see if they paid priority. They did. They paid $10.44. So we will stick with the priority because we're not going to rebox it, especially if they paid for it. 14.78. 14.75. 14. 7. 5. I should put 6. I do usually like to round up one number just to make it for all those eights of an inch. $8.09. It's going to Eureka, South Dakota. Which I went to South Dakota. I went to the Badlands. Drove through the Badlands, which it was so windy. So windy on the interstate. Driving that Jeep with the big tires, making me rattle on the big lift. Not a comfortable ride. Not comfortable at all. All right, so that's that one. I wonder if I'm going to tape this one more time up here. I dropped off some stuff yesterday. I was down here early yesterday before we went to Vermont. Packaged up a few things. One of them was an Amazon, some of those Star Wars books. I packaged it. Hold on, this thing. This is so big. It's literally like in my way now. I just put them in the blue box out front. So he must have been surprised when he emptied that yesterday and said, oh, Tamara gave me some work to do. Oh, you know what? Today's Thursday. He's not there. He's on vacation. My guy's on vacation. He's gone down to Myrtle Beach for 2 weeks. Well, until next week. Rest all this week and next week. I'm wondering if Amazon is on the listing if you still get a counterfeit complaint. Yeah, you do. You know why? Because Amazon knows they bought theirs probably right from Nike. They don't know where you got yours. The problem is that customers, I was listening to, it was a really good podcast. If anybody's looking for a third-party shipper, I didn't write it down, but Christopher, he goes by Christopher on here. Christopher, what's his channel name? He's an Amazon person. He does a show every, I think, Friday, or maybe it's Wednesdays. He's on Clubhouse too, but he had a guy on who's just opened up. I don't know if he's just opened it, but he was advertising his third-party listing third-party. Oh my gosh, why can't I like prep center? I couldn't even think of the words. He's got a prep center in New Hampshire. So if you do a lot of online arbitrage, you can ship your stuff to him for free. Heroic Prep, I think is the name of it. Heroic Prep. And he was on his show and he was talking about getting something. What did he do? So he got his account shut down for an IP. No, his was counterfeit, because let's say you were selling this Advil. And a lot of times these companies, which I love to buy these products, every year they would repackage their items. So right now it's got 65 coated caplets. Well, they'll repackage this and they'll include only 60, or they'll change this a little bit, right? So they might take away this that says new easy open, and it won't say new anymore. It'll just say easy open arthritis cap, but it'll still be 65. Everything is the same except they lose the word new. Well, on Amazon, if anything is different, if this product doesn't match the product photos exactly, you should not list it on that listing, that ASIN. You should find the ASIN where it still has the word new on it. Or, sometimes they'll just change the design. It might not even be losing that. It might be they do a yellow cover with whatever. You know what? I say that, but I am currently selling canning lids on a listing that is not exactly the same. So Ball changed their picture on their packaging is slightly different than what it is on the ones I'm buying, and I sell on that listing. Now, a customer could get that and say, this is counterfeit. It does not match exactly what's on the listing. It's different. But there's no other ones with these new lids. And these lids design has been out for a long time. Nobody ever updated the photos on that listing. Now, if a customer started complaining, I wouldn't list it and I would just put it somewhere else. But you can lose your account from one complaint of a counterfeit. So I would be really, really cautious with counterfeit. You want to fight those counterfeit claims. Anytime you have a counterfeit, which I got one, stuff is in my garage sale, on a Health and Beauty from Lucetta. It's some type of hair gum. And I got a counterfeit claim and I fought that. And the company retracted it, but Amazon still never took it down. But thankfully, I didn't lose my account. But when I hear people losing their account, a lot of time it is from counterfeit claims, because I think Amazon takes that stuff more seriously than trademark infringements, which Jill was saying that Sylvia was a trademark infringement complaint. Yeah, a lot of times the trademark is because they didn't give you permission to use their name, their photo, all these things. So somebody else was saying that, what was it? I'm trying to think of what it was. I think it may have been on Walter's show this morning too. I was listening to him while I was grabbing my packages. And he was talking about trademark because companies don't always give you permission to sell that brand. They may only be the only one who wants to sell it, or they don't even want their brand at all even sold on Amazon. There are companies who are like that. Lego is one of those brands that when you order from EED, or when you used to be able to order from EED to get Lego, which I guess I don't have Lego anymore, and they may have lost it because you had to sign a document stating that you will not sell those Lego products on Amazon. Well, a lot of people that are looking to get ungated would just ignore it because they're not ever going to probably order from EED again. So if EED says you can never order from us again because you broke this policy, people don't care. They just want to get ungated in that brand. So I think what happened with Lego is they said, hey, we're noticing a lot of product coming from EED that's ending up on Amazon. Excuse me, because there is another brand, or there's another company who no longer is selling Lego. That was a wholesaler. So I think Lego itself may be pulling back from just some distributors because of Amazon sellers. But so somebody could say, like Advil could say, trademark infringement because we're not giving you permission to use the word Advil in your title. So what would you do is you would just put that you're selling ibuprofen, and somebody would see that you're selling ibuprofen, but it's in the brand of Advil. So that's how some people get around it. But yeah, I stopped selling it. If somebody's going to give me a trademark infringement like that, the stuff in the Dollar Tree, I just wouldn't sell it anymore. So hopefully you don't have a lot in there. You could pull it back. If you do have a lot, I would probably pull it back if you have it at FBA, and I would put it on eBay, and then I would just bundle it. So instead of selling, like, I don't know if you're selling it in a bundle anyhow, instead of just selling one, do it in like a packs of 10 or something like that so you can just clear it out quicker. At least try and recoup your money. Well, that's it, folks. It is 9:15. I've got somebody coming here around 9:30, and they could show up early, so I probably need to get upstairs so I can at least, I'll hear them. I don't even know if my phone is on, like sound. I just want to make sure that I don't have any notifications. Somebody was at my front door because I did not have my sound on. I do have all those notifications, but none of them are from my Ring doorbell. Thank you for stopping in this morning. I know it was early for you guys. I went on at 7:30 in the morning, which is wicked early. But I've got so much to do today. I'm not even going to tell you I'm going to be around next week. I was so hoping I'd be able to. I think for the next few weeks, they're just going to be really sporadic times I'm going to come on. So for those who weren't around at the beginning, my in-laws, I keep getting this tickle. It's really annoying me for a couple weeks now. I hope I don't have like thyroid cancer. I should double check. My mom had thyroid cancer. I wonder if a tickly throat is a sign of that. My in-laws are buying a house here in New York. On Monday, we went and looked at one. They put an offer in. It was accepted. We've looked at quite a few houses, and so excited. I'm so excited. So they're 80 and 82 years old. So moving is going to be a lot for them. So we're going to be helping them out. They live 3 hours away. So, somebody's at my front door and they're ringing. I got to go. I'll see you guys later. Bye.